Welcome to the Women in Tech podcast series, brought to you by Wisconsin Tech Month. This series is all about shining a light on the women who are driving change and breaking barriers in tech. Each episode is about celebrating their journeys, successes, and the impact they're making in our industry. Let's hear their stories.
So my journey in tech began in college. I was actually going for a business degree, and I found that I was really enjoying the technology classes that were a part of that. So I adapted my degree and added a minor in MIS. And then my first job out of college, I was a COBOL developer, because we're talking 30 years ago when COBOL was still quite prevalent. So it really started as a COBOL developer and did that for my first two jobs. And then I had the fantastic opportunity when I was working at Land's End in IT. I was asked to join this new .com team. This is now I'm talking 2001, when buying things online was rather new. And I had this amazing opportunity to leverage both my technology love and business skills and move into that digital commerce and website management space. So as a woman in technology, there definitely have been some challenges. I would say, honestly, more so 30 years ago than what I've been experiencing more recently. Earlier on, there were many times where I would be the only woman in the room. And then even when I was a new manager, I remember times when we would have a vendor come in and the vendor would be speaking to a male subordinate of mine, looking for him to make a decision rather than realizing that I was the decision maker in the room. Things like that definitely created some challenges. I think part of the reason why it's better now, one, I'm obviously more experienced and we do have more women in this space, but we've also built up a network of women supporting women. And I think it's something that people are more cognizant and aware of now in providing the support that we need. Part of this is through our nonprofit, Women in Technology Wisconsin, which is statewide. And we are helping support from girls in school age through college, early career, late career, all along that continuum. And I believe that support and that group that we've created around that really has done a lot to improve the face of technology, especially in the state of Wisconsin. I consider myself very lucky that in the early days, I had some fantastic experiences. I worked at some companies that gave me a wide range of opportunities and challenges to try to solve. And I've been able to progressively build on those skills throughout the 30-year career that I have. And we've done some amazing projects. I've led fantastic teams over these years. And together we've helped find solutions to many different problems. My current role is Vice President of Digital Commerce at J.J. Keller and Associates. And so this is a continuation of the path that I started when I was younger, with the moving into first as a programmer and then leading website management. And now it's both leading the business side and the technology side of all aspects of that online properties for J.J. Keller. What I love most is the continual change. I love that one day is never like the last day. There's always something new for us to solve, to figure out. There's always a new challenge. And I really like learning new things. I like exploring new ideas and figuring out new ways to solve problems and to drive business growth. And for me, especially when I think about digital commerce and leading the e-commerce websites that I do, I get to keep a foot in technology because technology is such a critical part of that. But I also am thinking about driving sales. I'm thinking about customer experience. I'm thinking about the broad picture of things. And I really love that. The advice that I would give to someone who is entering the tech space, I would encourage them, one, to be your authentic self. Don't try to conform to what you think people expect you to be. This is something, quite honestly, when I was a young woman in technology, I felt that I was supposed to look a certain way, which is not how I look now. I thought I was supposed to dress a certain way, and I really needed to embrace being my authentic self at work. And I think that was very important for me to be able to do that. I would also encourage anyone who's entering this space to explore new opportunities. Sometimes the best step ahead is a lateral move. Sometimes you need to take a lateral move, even if you're in the same company, but to a different department. And finding that path forward, getting that more broad experience, can help make you a more valuable employee within your organization. Also, I would encourage anyone getting into this space to find an affinity group that makes sense to you, whether it's a group like Women in Technology Wisconsin or New North or the IT Digital Alliance. There are so many fantastic organizations that we have in Wisconsin. The University of Wisconsin E-Business Consortium is another one. Many groups that help bring people together and help them continue to network and upskill themselves. So I highly recommend getting involved in some way. Best way to reach me is through LinkedIn, Adrienne Hartman. And as I said, I'm Vice President of Digital Commerce at J.J. Keller.
And that's it for today's episode of the Women in Tech series. A big thank you to our guest for sharing her story and inspiring us all. Make sure you check out all of the amazing things that are happening during Wisconsin Tech Month. There is so much to discover, from workshops to panels to networking events. Stay connected with our incredible community of tech leaders and innovators throughout the month of October. Thanks for listening.